Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey. 120. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. Maverick.
On first down, it's gone. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, 12. Let's go. Value 3. Super 66. Super 66.
On 2nd down, here's gone. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Super 66.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rolling to his left. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12. Tiger. Harbaugh.
On 1st and 10, gone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
180. Alert 3. Value 1. Orange. 12. Hey, shell.
A shotgun snap for goal. Drop it off to McCaffrey. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
14. 180. Shell.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take. Field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Him over.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's get it. Single. Watch 14. Z. Ready. Flag 32.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action. Now Griffin. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
76.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
12. Deuce. Starting left here. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the... They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
DC. Dot. 180. 17.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Zadarius Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is RG3. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go, fellas, here we go. 12. Watch, 14.
From the gun, here's Gone. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at its second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Shell. Here we go, fellas, here we go. Shell.
He'll get it up the middle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, fellas, here we go. Shell.
Now it's gone. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10.
Ready. 3-19. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Like 5'9", like 5'9". Slow. Under. Z.
On third down, Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at the 33. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Like 20.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Hey. We got 4 down. 4 down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte
Ric Flair.
after this.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 12. Like 20.
Here's Goff now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
Maverick. Cornell. Cut. Like 20.
Gone. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Back to throw, gone. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. McCaffrey. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Second and 10, once again, Griffin. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play action, it's Griffin. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They'll try and pick it up from McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helps.
76.
They'll run now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Value 3, value 3.
They'll try the air now with Gall. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Not 180. 5. Hey, Shell.
Gall. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Under.
They go play action with Griffin. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And now running right through it. Oh, he sheds himself free. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Panthers. 61 yards. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone. They get it to him running left, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Z. Under.
And we're back now in Charlotte.
Z. Single receiver.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Stews. We got 4. We go. 20. Starting left here. Shell. He's cracked. 17.
After the interception, here's Gone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We're good.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gone. Throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Cut. 180. 12.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Well, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready. 319. 319.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The former LSU Tiger, Dante Jackson, on the stop. Now Griffin on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. But it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Louis. Hut, 180.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Super 66. 4 down. All up. Go. 120.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
5. Twos.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now Dixon, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Check. Mike 5'9",
Play action. Now Griffin. It's caught by Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K'Wan Short in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's back to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Slow.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They come out here in the eye. The fullback trying to push the pile. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback with time running out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. And the Panthers have won the football game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
it.